Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to episode 47 of Cocktails for a Crisis. We're nearing the end of our run. We're probably going to go about 52 weeks, so we got about 5 or so episodes left. I think you guys have probably had enough of me, and so I'm not going to torture you for too much longer. So tonight we're going to make a special drink that I invented in honor of my cousin Lyn Leach. Lyn Leach. Hey, Lyn. We're going to make a Tennessee show horse because they used to show horses. And so I talked to her husband Mike earlier today to find out what kind of flavors she likes. So I think I put something together that I think she's really going to like. And so it's kind of a knockoff. It's sort of like an old fashioned, but it's kind of like they have these things called new fashioned. And as best as I can tell, a new fashioned is kind of like an old fashioned, except it's got amaretto in it. And that makes it kind of sweet. The one I'm going to make has Cynar, my friend Cynar, which is an Amaro, but it's a little bittersweet. Remember Cynar? It's got the artichoke. It's made out of artichoke leaves, but it doesn't really taste like artichoke leaves. And other really good Amaros that are out there, like Averna is one, Fernet Blanca is one. It's like a punch in the nose, kind of strong, bitter. But there's all kinds of Amaros out there. I think Campari is considered an Amarol, an Aperol. Campari and Aperol are the ones you probably heard of. You have those Aperol spritzes. Campari, remember, goes in a Negroni. But this is a darker one. We put this in the Presbyterian's Revenge way back in early episodes. And then there's a little bit of that in the drink that I made for Erica's 50th birthday, which is called the Chelsea Manhattan, I think. So I remember. So anyway, enough blathering. Let's make the drink. So you're going to use the mixing glass, and normally when I make an old fashioned, I make it on the rocks, and there's lots of ice in there because I just like having lots of ice in there. But we're going to have this one in a bourbon glass or in an old fashioned glass with just one big chunk of ice in there. So this will be a little bit different. It's a sipper, but it's pretty potent, but it's pretty tasty. So we're going to start off with some simple syrup, or you could use bar sugar if you wanted. Remember, a couple of weeks ago I made this Demerara simple syrup with the raw sugar. It's got some nice sort of, it's a little bit spicier than regular simple syrup. So we're just going to put a dash of that in there to kind of sweeten it up a little bit. And then, the regular old fashioned, you normally use Angostura bitters, but I'm going to use orange because it is a Tennessee show horse we're making. And I love the orange. So we'll put a splash of that in there, one of those. And then you're going to use Woodford because Lyn likes Woodford. And so we'll put 2 ounces of Woodford. There you go. And then we're going to put just a little bit of Cynar. Cynar is it's a bully in the cocktail. It'll overpower everything if you put too much. Oh boy, it smells good though. So we're going to put about a 1/4 ounce of that. There we go. Just like so. And so if you don't have Cynar, you can do any kind of Amaro like I mentioned, and it'll work in a pinch. Mix that around. We got everything in there. Yep. So we'll just kind of dry mix it, and then we'll use the refrigerator ice. We don't want to waste the good ice. So we're just using it to hold the cocktail. So put it in there. Not too much. Get some of this. All right, and then you're going to stir this for about 30 seconds. Erica, you watching? You tell me when it's up. Now, if we were using a cocktail shaker, remember, you would shake it for how many seconds?
15.
15 seconds. That's very good. But when you're using your mixing glass, usually you do it for about 30. How much you got going? How many more?
12.
Okay. So anyway, this will get it nice and cold and chilled. And you can serve this on a rock. But, all right, that's about 15 seconds according to my production staff.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, sorry. And then we'll pour this right into, look at that. Look at that color. Oof, I like the color. Pretty drink for you, Lyn. All right, and then, you know, I like the orange, so we're gonna do some orange peel, but we're gonna do a different kind of way to flame the orange peel to give it a little zip, and we're gonna have to turn the lights off for this, Erica. So, let me turn this one off here. Now the fire effect on this one is not nearly as exciting as, you know, sometimes we've had it in the past. We're not going to set the drink on fire, but we will try to get, there's the orange oil that's in the peel, and we'll spritz a little of that just kind of over it for an effect, and then it kind of caramelizes the oil a little bit and makes it taste a little different, but it's not super exciting, so don't get your hopes up on this. So you want to heat up the peel a little bit because that draws out the oils to the surface. Can you see, Erica?
Mm-hmm.
Not blocking it. All right. Oh, I better hurry. And you pop it like that. Ooh, that was pretty good. And then that was better than I thought. And then you just kind of put it around the edge so you get it, and then we'll twist it around there to make it pretty. Plop it in there like that. Turn the light back on. Put the cinnamon on. All right, take a look at that. And then we're going to put one hunk of ice in there, just to kind of, usually a big old chunk like that. Bloop. All right, look at that. All right, so another crazy week. The vaccine's flowing a little bit better, which is good. I know some people that have gotten on the list, so that's good. I'm glad for that. We got to still keep wearing our masks and being careful and all that kind of stuff, though. So everybody be careful. But like I said, this one's for you, Lynn. Been thinking about you a lot. Love you. We all love you. We miss you. We're looking forward to making one of these for you in person, maybe this summer. So here's to you. Cheers, friends. It's good.